Let's read the book together. Roar like a T-Rex by Gator Gilbey. Sasha was a good boy, and he was exceptionally brave, except at night. Bedtime in particular could be very scary for Sasha, despite the fact that there really wasn't anything scary for Sasha to be truly frightened of. He was completely safe at night. In addition to a cozy home and two loving parents, Sasha's best friend and bedtime buddy was a plush brown Tyrannosaurus Rex named Captain Tea Biscuit. Unfortunately, however, all this did little to make Sasha feel secure because of his immense imagination. What might in reality be a car alarm sounding in the parking lot could be interpreted by Sasha as a monster alert. It was on one particular night, when a dense spring mist had veiled the world outside Sasha's room, that Sasha felt extremely panicked. Suddenly, a huge swoosh from a large gust of wind brushed past Sasha's window. "It is Baba Yaga, the witch!" Sasha pictured in horror. Sasha grabbed Captain Tea Biscuit with one hand and pulled his bed covers over his head with the other. He then began to cry. Papa, as he always did, appeared quickly. "It's all right, Sasha. Don't be afraid. There's nothing to be afraid of," Papa comforted. "Baba Yaga flew by the window," Sasha excitedly exclaimed. "It was only the wind," Sasha's father assured. As Sasha's father tucked Sasha in for a second time, he glanced at Captain Tea Biscuit. Sasha's father had an idea. "Who is the most ferocious dinosaur of all dinosaurs?" he asked. Sasha didn't need time to ponder. "The T-Rex," Sasha answered immediately. "Yes," said Sasha's father. "And don't you think a T-Rex could frighten anything, including Baba Yaga, away?" asked Sasha's father. Sasha paused, then agreed with a nod. "So," continued his father, "next time you're afraid, roar like a T-Rex. It will scare any spooky away."
And Sasha added, "Captain Tea Biscuit could roar with me." Sasha now had a plan. "That's right, there's safety in numbers," Sasha's father smiled. Sasha felt empowered, happy, and brave. Hugging Captain Tea Biscuit, Sasha fell asleep. However, the next evening, after his bedtime story had been read, and Sasha found himself alone, his bravery was less robust, especially when he began to hear a strange scratching noise outside on the window ledge. "A flying monkey," Sasha deduced at once. He froze. He was about to cry out for help when he remembered what his papa had told him, "Roar like a T-Rex." And at that moment, with Captain Tea Biscuit tucked under his arm, Sasha let out a well-mustered roar. The small sparrow on the window ledge was startled by the unpleasant din and quickly flew away. Silence. Sasha was relieved. No more scratching sounds. The flying monkey was gone. However, the victory was to be short-lived. A few minutes later, there was a new menacing sound that hummed and whirred, and it could be heard directly above. Sasha immediately cringed in fear. "Vampire bats!" announced Sasha. They were roosting over his head, and at that very moment, instead of calling out for his parents, Sasha roared a strong roar. Mrs. Renricky, who lived in the apartment above Sasha's, finished vacuuming her face powder that she had accidentally spilt on her bedroom carpet. There was now silence. "Hooray!" Sasha exclaimed to Captain Tea Biscuit. "We did it!" Sasha was delighted. The vampire bats had flown away. Sasha yawned. But just when Sasha was ready to set sail with Captain Tea Biscuit for Dream Island, a steady, high-pitched whistling sound engulfed Sasha's bedroom. "The wail of a banshee!" Sasha frowned. There was no time to even consider sheltering under the bed sheets and crying out for help. Sasha roared a roar that would put a lion to shame. Mr. Boomba, who lived in the flat below Sasha's, was in the shower. Despite the high-pitched sound of the pressurized water shooting from his shower nozzle, Mr. Boomba could hear his phone ringing. Mr. Boomba quickly turned off his shower to answer his phone. Again, all was silent. The banshee had vanished, or had it? Sasha was uneasy. 1 minute, 2 minutes, and then the unsteady truce was broken as the sound of skittering, followed by a plunk and then a pause. "What's that noise?" Sasha asked Captain Tea Biscuit.
Such a peculiar sound for Sasha could only be attributed to a goblin Grinch. The goblin Grinch was the most feared monster in Sasha's repertoire of spookies. It was a combination of a green, furry, Grinch-like creature and a red-toothed, pointed-eared goblin with very sharp teeth. Sasha took hold of Captain Tea Biscuit and pushed him close to his side. "Get ready, Captain Tea Biscuit," Sasha ordered. "Ready, steady, roar!" Mr. Vanderby, whose bedroom wall divided Sasha's bedroom from his, was playing a game of solitary dice when he suddenly paused due to what could only be described as a muffled roar traveling through his bedroom wall. Distracted by the sound and feeling a bit peckish, Mr. Vanderby left his game of dice to go to his kitchen to find a snack. There was no sign of the Goblin Grinch now. Sasha stood up in his bed and keenly scanned every inch of his bedroom. "He's gone," Sasha said to Captain Tea Biscuit. Sasha paused a minute to double-check that his bedroom was indeed free of any menacing sounds. "We did it!" Sasha gleefully pronounced. It was time for a victory dance. Sasha began to bounce around on his bed while hugging Captain Tea Biscuit. With a broad smile, Sasha burst into song. "In the dark, if you're scared, you've got to roar like a T-Rex, roar like a T-Rex, roar like a T-Rex, roar, roar, roar." Alex's mama and papa could hear the singing and the roars. They both smiled. The end.